Welcome to HWM Aston Martin. My name is Stuart and I am extremely excited to present to you this Subaru Blue Valhalla. This vehicle, as you probably know, needs no introduction, so we're not going to give you a technical walk down of Valhalla as such. What we're going to go and do is give you a specification walk down of this particular car. This car has a huge amount of Q content on it, and we wanted to run you through that as we get round the vehicle. So who or what is the Q department at Aston? Well, they are the guys that would create and do some unique touches. They also have a palette of things that you can buy from Q that are special order, but also they'll do some bespoke colours, trims, leather, and any other touches that you want to do to the vehicle that are outside of the norm or the extended norm palette of options. So to give you a rundown of the specification of this particular vehicle, as we said, it is finished in Subaru Blue. So Subaru Blue was a colour that we had I guess sort of on the back end of DB11, beginning of the DBX era. It wasn't around for a long period of time. It was actually used for the Shadow Edition DB11, the Coupe and Volante that we had. So to bring this back, the Q department were asked to order this colour on this car. I think it would be super unique. It will definitely probably be one of the only cars that are finished in Subaru Blue, particularly if you need to order it from the Q department. What we also have is blue tinted carbon fibre throughout the vehicle, so not just only across your scuttle here on top of the inboard suspension, but also your roof and the top of the doors, your front splitter as you can see on here. And then we also have a Q graphics pack finished in white, and you can see that in and around the front mouth of the vehicle. You can probably see on the top of the engine cover over as well, but as we go around the side and also on the rear of the vehicle, you will see a bit more of that coming through. We do also have the lightweight titanium badges, so there's a lot of different choices for badges that you can have on Valhalla. You can have a regular badge, black badge, carbon badge, titanium badge, or you can have the super thin, ultra fine badge that goes underneath the lacquer. So let's take you down the side of the vehicle. So we also have these ultra lightweight forged rims. This is the standard rim, but in the satin and diamond turn finish. You can have that choice of rim in different colours. We also have the black brake calipers behind, and as we start to look down the side of the vehicle, you can see that blue tinted carbon fibre finished in gloss at the lower portion of the doors and also the rear of the vehicle, and then you've got that white graphics pack across the side of the vehicle as well. And starting to creep through, as you can see, you've got the graphics pack here on the engine cover. Let's take you round to the back of the vehicle. So moving you round to the rear of the vehicle, and this is where you get a heavy amount of carbon on the back. So you can see this massive rear diffuser and venturi on the rear of the vehicle, highlighted with the white graphics around the edge. And obviously this is all done in the blue tinted gloss carbon fibre. A couple of things that are worth knowing. There are quite a few choices. So we do also have the titanium badge on the back here. You've got a choice of exhaust tail finishes. This one has got the chrome, and that matches the front grille on the front of the vehicle. We have the light fingers in here as well, which we're now starting to get used to on our product. Valkyrie was the first car to have the light fingers, and then followed by, I guess, the run-of-the-mill production vehicle, Vanquish, and then moving on to now Valhalla. We have the titanium badging across the rear grille on the back here, and then we have sort of, I guess, your standard features like your 360 surround cameras. We have a camera in the engine cover here, that is for your rear view mirror. And a little fact that, you know, some people have seen the car with the spoiler up, that would probably be one of the cars that has travelled around the globe for display purposes, but the vehicle, when it is asleep, the spoiler is actually stowed away. So moving you down the passenger side before we take you through on the interior, as you can see on the side of the vehicle, it's such a clean design. There is no door handles, no buttons. They are actually hidden away underneath the door here, and there is two buttons. One is there to lock the vehicle and the other one is to open these magnificent doors. So the interior is where Valhalla really comes alive. Not only have you got bundles of choices that you can make on the exterior for Valhalla, the interior is where you can really start get going on some of the choices. So this particular car is the exposed carbon fibre in a gloss finish, but is, as you can see, blue tinted in and around the cabin environment with a standard non-tinted carbon underneath the floor mats. Now the floor mats, you have a few different choices on those. This particular car has the regular weight floor mats, but the interior colourway on this car is super special. So we have a dark night which is on pallet and available across the rest of the range, both in leather and Alcantara, as you can see on the dash. And then we then have this pale blue, which I think looks really, really cool against these carbon fibre seats, with your headrest logo or your shoulder logo on the centre there, with a contrast stitching across the seat and also the leather. We do also have a gloss carbon fibre steering wheel, finished in dark night leather in and around there, along with the airbag cover. We then also have the seat belts finished in a dark finish, along with the silver strip down both the outside of the seat belt. We also have the Baron Wilkins audio optioned on the inside of this vehicle. Most of the other technology that you do find inside Valhalla is standard. It is more about personalisation. So what do you actually want inside the vehicle? So once you're inside the cabin, believe it or not, I am 6'4", and okay, right, it's a little bit smaller than your most ordinary cars, but it's actually still pretty spacious inside the vehicle. You've got this low-line T-bar section in the centre, but actually the door is a bit concaved out, so plenty of headspace for myself. A few things to run you through inside the cabin. So the steering wheel went through tons of changes whilst they were going through the process of Valhalla, and they have ended up with this sort of slightly flattened square steering wheel inside the vehicle. But what a clean design you do have inside Valhalla. You have your gear lever in the central position here with your stop start engine, and also your mode select in and around there with your manual button. You then have your air vents, and you also have your nose lift and your exhaust and traction control buttons and switches around here. Your infotainment will run everything else that is on the vehicle, as well as your ADAS and also your stereo and your satellite navigation and all those sort of things. And then up on your DIM unit here, you have a lot more available than what we would normally have across the rest of our range. So it does display a lot more. Say for instance, your battery charge and status, and also your fuel, gear position, what mode you're in, whether that is track or regular. The vehicle itself has an e-reverse, so the gearbox is is actually really advanced. So basically you only have forward gears, and then when you're in reverse the electric motors take over, so it will also let you know when you're in reverse on the screen and as to how you can maneuver the vehicle. But overall everything is to hand, all your buttons and switches for your windows and also your wing mirrors. And then we also have these really cool sun visors, bespokely made for Valhalla. So when you're starting to look for value in the car, okay, the car itself, but even down to the finer touches that you have on the inside of the interior are really worth looking at closely. So thank you for taking the time to watch our little specification tour of this particular Valhalla. For you eagle-eye viewers that have stayed all the way to the end to have a look through, we have got a clip of a start up for you. Hopefully you enjoy.